Good morning, everyone. It is Monday, 19th of April, and here in the UK, the kids are back at school. So it's first day back for kids where I live in the UK after the Easter holidays, and it's actually the first day my son has been back since before Christmas because he had a little spell in hospital just at the end of the end of the lockdown, between lockdown and Easter. Anyway, we are here to make a fun fold this morning, and I am going to use the brand new hand penned suite, which I now thinking where to put it over here. So this is hand penned petals. It's a brand new stamp set. It comes with some matching dies and some gorgeous papers. I can't show you it in the catalogue because I'm not allowed to show you catalogue pages just yet. The catalogue is live for you on the 4th. You'll be able to look at it before then, but the 4th of May is when you can order from it. And these are beautiful, just hand sketched kind of papers. They're beautiful backgrounds as well. So the back side of the paper is just as pretty as the front. It's got what colours? So a lot of subtle colours: Blushing Bride, Cinnamon Cider, which is an in colour, Daffodil Delight, Garden Green, Highland Heather, Mint Macaron, Misty Moonlight, Pale Papaya, which is the new very pale orangey colour, Pool Party, and obviously white. So it's got a little bit of the black in it. Isn't very black. It's just that the flowers are kind of sketched in black. Anyway, I'll show you that in a bit more detail just now. But before we get to make our cards, I want to do a drawing for last week's cards. So you may remember last week we made this ice cream fancy fold. So it opened like a tent fold and then it opened out like that. Oops. And if I could had 3 hands, I'd be able to show it to you properly. Excuse the sunlight coming in. So that's the card we'll draw for just now. So I'll point you down and we'll draw for that. And then we'll get started on this week's project. I always have lipstick on my teeth. Sorry about that. I always put lipstick on just before I come on. A bit like Dina. Dina Rico is a demonstrator in the US, and she always does her lips just before she does her live. I kind of do the same but off camera. Anyway, I'll point you down and we will first of all do our drawing. So I've got a fancy bowl this time. Fancy bowl, it's not really that fancy, but oh sorry, you can kind of see some of these. Maybe you'll spot your name if you look closely. If you liked, commented or shared my video, then this is how you get into the drawing. So there are all our little names. So thank you everybody for liking, sharing, commenting, etc. So gonna pick one. Let's go for that one. Claire Kiefer. Okay, and that was you. I always stick, just so you know how you want it. You want it for a like. So that's what the L means. So thank you very much, Claire, and I will get that sent off to you this week. So let's get back to our card. Well, first of all, before actually we make the card today, I wanted to show you something that you will find on my blog. Actually, I'll just pop myself up again, just so you can see. So I don't know if you can kind of, oops! Didn't really mean to do that. Hold on a moment. Rotate your phone. You can't turn your phone while recording. Yeah, can't drop your phone either. Okay, so I am rather fond of a stripy top. And you can see I am wearing a navy striped top this morning. Now I had a different striped top on, which ended up being the inspiration for this card, which is on my blog currently. It went live last night. This card was the blog hop with the Let's Get Hopping team, and our remit was to be inspired by something in home decor or clothing, or use the colours or the style, or just be inspired for that. Anyway, this is the card I created, and this is with another, it's got acetate here, which is what the reflection is, but it's using the Flowers of Friendship bundle, and got these lovely holiday jewel rhinestones. But anyway, you'll see more details about that, and you can hop around and see what everyone else was inspired by too. There's some lovely creations there. Anyway, so that was my card. You might like to see that on my blog. And then I'll show you, then pop down and show you the other one. So every Sunday with my team, we do a little challenge. We get together and we craft online. And last night, we rotate the themes, and last night our theme is casing a card. And I saw a little pop-up card by a lady called Connie Babbert on our sort of internal Stampin' Up demo page and our Facebook page. And I saw her card and I really liked just the style of the pop-up. Like, she'd used totally different products, and she may have used the Boho Indigo set, which is still available but retiring. So this is just a little easel card. So folds down like that and then can pop up like that. So I thought I'm going to make a similar one. This obviously uses the Butterfly Bijou DSP, which unfortunately isn't available. However, you can make something similar by using, let me just see if I have them here, by using the stamps. Obviously you could use different paper for down the side, but obviously we have the butterflies themselves, which make these exact butterflies. You could just colour it similarly with blends or pencils or whatever. Anyway, I'm going to make that style of card, but I'm going to use the hand-penned petal suite, suite. So how we make this card is, I'm just going to use the same measurements I used before. So I'm going to have, let me just check this is the right size. I might need to trim it down a bit. No, it should be okay. Yeah. So I have a base in black, and I'm using black here because there's a hint of black in this, same as the way the butterflies here are, well, they're not stamped in black, but the back, they're drawn in black. These are also, there's a little bit of black in it. So that's why I'm going to use the black. Then I'm going to need another little piece of black to make this little pop-up bit. So here in the UK, this is the size of an actual card base. Obviously it's only one-sided, but it's the size of a card base. So for me, that would be 14.85 or 14.9 by 10.5 centimeters. Then I am going to take this little easel part in the middle. I'm going to do it the full width of my A4, which is 21 centimeters wide. And then I'm going to take that, what did I do this one at? I think I did it at 7.5. Yeah, I'm going to make that 7.5 centimeters wide. Okay, then I'm going to score that at 10.5, which will give me like a little mini card, if you like, in the middle. So that's going to end up going like there, like that. And then, or in fact, will I do it black? This is what I thought last night. Actually, no, do you know what? I'll keep that for another project. I'm not going to do it black. I am going to do it, I'm going to do it Highland Heather. So let's see, Highland Heather. Excuse me while I stretch backwards for a Highland Heather piece. So we'll do Highland Heather instead, and then we'll have my other little bits. So the Highland Heather, we're going to do it at 7.5, and then scored at 10.5. So that gives us our little easel part in the middle. Just give that a bit of a firmer crease with my bone folder. Then I'm going to score that again centrally here. Hi Christine. I'm going to score it centrally here, which half of 10.5 is 5.25-ish. So I'm going to go 5.2, and then actually the little inch mark is just halfway between the two. So we'll score it there. So that means that when you have it on like this, this will pop up. So we're making this kind of style of an easel card here. Okay, Then I want my little pop-up bit. I'm going to have a little frame in black, so I can go back to this little piece here, and I'm going to cut it 1/2 centimeter shorter. It's still going to, yeah, 1/2 centimeter shorter, which would be 10. And 10 by, if this is 7.5, then this is going to be 7. Okay, so we've got a little frame here. So that is going to go like, whoops, like that. If I can get it straight. Okay, you can't see that, sorry, like that. And then I'm going to have a little piece of white centrally. So let me get some white. Where are you? There we go. And my piece of white, so now this one is 10 by 7. So this one's going to be just another 1/2 centimeter smaller again, just to give that even border. It's going to be 9.5 by 6. No, not 9.5 by 6. 9.5 by 6.5. Okay. So now we have our little piece that's going to, oops, go like that, and then we'll have something stamped for that using the actual suite. I'll probably cut it out and attach it. And then here we will have a little sentiment on a little piece of paper. But first of all, I'm going to cut these 2 strips here, and I'm going to use this paper, and this, again, this is the one of the sheets out of the hand pen suite. So we have a lovely Blushing Bride kind of watercolor wash here, and then the design in the front. So I'm going to cut 2 strips. They're going to be, oh, what did I do this at actually? I think it was at 2.5, 3. It was 3 by 10. So I'll cut it 3 centimeters wide, and then, oops. So I can hear my washing machine has finished and it's beeping at me. I hope you can't hear that, because that'd be rather annoying. So 2 little strips at 10 centimeters wide. I think that's almost all our cutting done. So first of all, I'm going to adhere these down the side. If I could find my glue. Yeah, here it is. Is there, let's see, which way around? Yeah, that's kind of more the right way. I haven't quite decided what sentiments I'll go for. I may choose something retiring or new. I don't know. Oops. Down a little bit. Okay. I think with the black, it always looks quite dramatic. I have a bit of black. Okay, so that's that bit. So we're getting there. And then I'm going to bring out the purples. So this is, oh, actually, will I do that all the way to the bottom? Now I'm thinking, I like it won't be in the middle if I do that. It was different when I did the black. I forgot I'm doing purple. No, I think I'm going to chop off a little bit. I'm going to chop off just 1/2 centimeter, which will mean the score line is in the middle, but it won't really matter. I think I'd prefer just to see a little bit of black underneath, so it's going to use my little chopper thing. Oops. Yeah, I prefer that, seeing the black all the way around. Okay, so the back of this can go straight down. Just trying to get it straight and get an even border. There we go. And then this bit is going to go then I'll make sure that I have, again, an even border around it. So I'm just putting the white bit straight onto the, oh, which way around? Yeah, that way around. Straight onto the black. Now, if you wanted to write, obviously, well, if you wanted to write, obviously when you're sending a card, you want to write on it. So you could put a white, well, actually, we will put a white section in here. Put another white section in here, and the bit that you won't see will be up here. So if you had a short thing to write, you could write it in there. Or what you could do is put a whole white section on the back and write on that. Obviously, if it wasn't a black card, you could just write on the coloured card. But it might be nice to do that way. Actually, that won't really matter, will it? Ah, that will need to be a bit smaller. I didn't think of that. Actually, not going to use that. Going to have to rethink. That was silly because I've chopped that down a bit. Okay, let me get another piece of black. Didn't think it through. So this needs to be, if that's 100, this needs to be 9.5. And if that, the length is right, so that should still be, what did we say? You can tell it's live, can't you? 7. Because I literally, I have an idea in my head of what I'm going to do, but I don't practice it. I should practice it. I really should practice it, shouldn't I? Okay, so this then, that's, what did we say that was? 7, so 6.5 by 6.5 by 9, yeah. And then that's going to be too small in here, isn't it? Yep, I'll pick a bigger one. Okay. No, that'd be too much. Okay, right, so the white onto the black here. I literally do design on the fly. When the weekend gets so busy, I kind of know in my head what I want to do, but yeah. But it's real, and this is how I'm sure if you're making something that you get your idea. So we'll do like that. Yeah, I prefer that, I think. With my original card that I made yesterday, I felt that when I used the black as my pop-up bit, there was a little bit lost. So I do prefer having a different colour. Yeah, that works better. Okay, so we will just put glue or adhesive here. And then we will settle our pop-up bit just here so we get a nice even border. Okay. Okay, so then get the little decoration bits. So here we did butterflies, but this time I am going to take the stamp set and I might do, which one will I do? Actually, let's put a polymer. Oh, look how our stamp sets come now. This is kind of cool. So you'll know if you're missing a stamp set and you'll know where to put it. I haven't even opened that yet. So I might do the big spray of colours. Let's see. So I need the large block. So this has kind of, can do the outline, and then you can go in with, you could watercolour yourself. You could use pencils. You could use the blends. You could use a blending, a blender pen and some inks, depending on what you want to do. Or you can actually just use these, which are the coloured infills. Really good thing about this is, well, you don't need any other supplies apart from inks, which is really cool. And they don't totally match up, which is fine because it gives that kind of, let me get you a bigger image. So if you see with the papers themselves, like they don't totally match up. It's this kind of ethereal, wishy-washy, not wishy-washy, that makes it sound horrible, watercolor, painted, hand painted. It's really pretty, really like it. I wasn't so sure. When I saw, we got a little tiny image in our, obviously, catalogue. I think before our pre-order came, I don't think we had the actual paper catalogue, or I don't think I did. So I was just looking at it online, so it was hard to really judge, and I wasn't sure about this, but I'm really glad I got it. Anyway, let's go back to this. Let me see now the sizing of this. It doesn't matter if it goes over. In fact, it'd be probably even nicer if it does. So I think, yeah, I'll cut that out. Let's get a piece of Whisper White to stamp on. Is that big enough? Maybe not. I'll just take a larger piece. So we're going to stamp this one in Memento Black, and then we will, I'm going to use the other, actually do the other way around. I'll use the infill stamps. Probably need to re-ink this actually. And then I also need to find my dies. I could cut it out though. Right, so that's our black. Lovely. And then I think, what colours have we got here? So we have a bit of blue, but I want to use some purple obviously because I have my coordinating colours purple. I want to use the yellow, which is Daffodil Delight. So let's get that out. So Daffodil Delight, a bit of Highland Heather. Use some mint macaron for my leaves for you. And maybe a little bit Blushing Bride, mint macaron, daffodil. Right, that's probably enough. Okay, shall I use? No, there isn't any garden green in this bit, so I won't bother with the garden green. So let's get some. Get large leaves and little leaves. Let's do our leaves first. A couple of little blocks. Okay, so as I say, it doesn't necessarily. Which way around would they be? That way? That way? I don't even know which way they're meant to be. Are there two leaves? There's a little leaf and a big leaf. Oops, got a little bit of fuzz on that. Okay. That one's definitely that way. But it doesn't really matter if they don't go, if they don't quite right. Because that's really the style of it. Oh, I do like this. I didn't re-stamp that properly, but hey, doesn't really matter. Okay, let's go for this. I have no idea which way it should be, but it's all right. It's all good. Actually, definitely this way. Didn't totally line up, or maybe it's not good stamping on my part. Who knows? Okay, so I'm going to do my largest flower in Highland Heather. I think I'll do my little ones in the yellow. And my, what was the other colour I chose? Or did I not? Maybe I'll do Blushing Bride. Is it Blushing Bride? Yeah, there is. Okay, so let's try with Highland Heather for my large flower. Ooh, should maybe have stamped off that one actually. But hey ho, didn't. My medium flower, I might do the yellow, will I? Decisions. Actually, we have two medium flowers. Okay, so the big flower, not be sure which one this is. There's another one, which is that one. That's the tiny one. Right, okay. Right, so this one I'll go with the, no, I'll go with this one with the pink. So I'll do this one, Blushing Bride, which is way down to the bottom, under everything. That one, yeah. Go. Again, they don't totally match, but it's okay. Not sure if this should be. Oh, I don't mind that they don't match. They kind of look, it looks wispy enough, and they don't even match at all on the thing. And then I'm going to go in with the Daffodil Delight on the little flowers. Oh, cute. Oops, totally misjudged that one. I'm just going to even, oops. I'm just going to kind of do a bit of rock and roll. There, I like that. Okay, so let's get my dies. My box of goodies. Oh goodness, where did I put the dies? Here they are. Just them. And flower dies. Okay, so let's look at the dies. Oh yeah, there was another little cute die in this pack. So the dies, you obviously got extra leaves, little extra flowers. You've got this lovely spray here, and you've got this lovely die here, which cuts a border and a little sort of stitching in it, which is gorgeous. So what all dies are? Is this the big one here? There'd be so many. That's not together, is it? I think this is the big one, yeah. Oh, so you can, look. So you've got the outline, and then you could cut something like that. Oh, that's going to be lovely. Right. Let's just do the one that we're doing. Let's get carried away. Yeah, so that's that one. So I'm just going to run that through. Actually, this might be a little bit wide. Cut it down slightly for my big shot. If I cut it that, I might need. Oops. Okay, so bear with me, because if I take my big shot die cutter over to you, my whole table wobbles because it's not the most stable. So I have a kind of filing cabinet here, which is a little easier because things don't move. And I'd rock the camera and you'd be seasick. So just bear with me a second while I get this cut. Oh, yeah, I've done it all. Just checking I wasn't missing a flower. So that is the die cut. So I think that would be nice. Just which way? I think like that. So just with the, yeah. And then we will get some dimensionals. Oh, where are my big dimensionals? Yes, here they are. Okay. Never have too many. Gosh, maybe. Or maybe you can. And one in the middle for luck. One for luck. There we go. Okay. So just taking the back off. Hey Faye, how are you? We're making a little pop-up easel card. I made this last night with the team ladies. Not this exact one, I made a similar style one, but I thought I would recreate it. Which way did I decide to like that? Like that? Like that? Maybe just like that, actually. So this is hand penned, no, what's it called? Hand pen suite? Hand pen suite. So we have the penned flower dies and the hand penned petals. So this is using paper, and then the stamp set with these kind of infill stamps. They don't actually match totally, so as to give it that watercolor look. Okay, so in order to keep this popped up, I need to have something down here, down the bottom. So I'm going to take a little piece of black and a little piece of white. And if this now, let me remember. So this is 7, so I want it 6.5. And probably by 3, maybe. I think 3 would be enough, wouldn't it? Let's see how we go with that. 6.5. Oops. So a little piece like that, which will make my, give something for this to butt up against. And then I will take a piece of white. So 6.5 by 3. This is going to be 6 by 2.5. I should go the other side a bit. 6. So depending on what border you want, I tend to go down mostly, unless I want kind of a skinny border. Most of my ever decreasing measurements are by 0.5 centimetre. So I'm going to look at the, I'm going to go anything as possible. I like that. Sounds posh. What sounds posh? Let's see, will we go in a colour or we just keep it black? I think I might go in the colour. I might stamp in Highland Heather. And now trying to find where I've put the stamp set. No, in the stamp case, because that would be the sensible place to put it. Sometimes I don't always do the sensible thing. So, I'm just going to put this on the back, take off my little flower, put it there so I don't lose it. Because when you open a photopolymer stamp set and you use it for the first time, they are incredibly sticky. Unfortunately for me, that means they stick to my clothing, they fall on the floor, I walk on them, they stick to my shoes. So yeah, I do have a little habit of losing stamps, as if you follow me, you'll know. Let's see. I might just stamp this a couple of times. Sometimes they're a little bit, you get a wee bit of scrap. Scrap, scrap. Where's the scrap? Here's just a wee piece of paper. Yep. Sometimes the first couple of stamps, when you stamp it first, doesn't always come out quite right. Now this is obviously paper, so it's not brilliant anyway. But then you stamp it a couple of other times and it comes, I don't know if it takes a little bit of finish, sort of factory finish off it. Let me make sure this is straight. Yeah, I do like, I have 2 sets. I've got another set that I used for that card I showed you earlier. Now, where would I have that? Oh yeah, this one, Flowers of Friendship, and it has a similar type of font with typed in this sort of scripty writing. I really like that. Really love that style of writing, or style of font rather. So I'm going to put this on, and then I believe there were little gems, if I haven't hidden them too far away, that matched this set in a kind of a mint macaron stroke yellowy kind of colour. Oops. Come here, go over there. Okay, so it's better, you could put it flat, but it really does give it something to butt up against if you have it raised. Obviously it means your whole card doesn't lie very flat, but it doesn't really matter. Oh, now, do I want to put white on here? Personally, I don't, but you could. If I show you my original here that I made yesterday with the team, I had white, so I could write in here if I wanted. But I think for this one, I might just leave it as that and put a panel on the back to write on. So I'm just seeing the cars coming, so my dogs are going to go bananas any second now. They haven't heard it yet. So there you go. Oh, I have a dog that's outside. How did he get out? For goodness sake. Right, let me find my new little gems. Please let this begin. Yes, it is. I do believe these were part of the suite. Let me check. they part of the suite? Yes, they were. They're called the Genial Gems, and they're in, oh, I don't know what they would say. What official colours would they deem those as? Definitely mint macaron, I'm sure. Where are the gems? Wish I could show you this. Mint macaron. Oh, pale papaya. Yeah, I suppose. Don't actually have pale papaya in this particular card, or the particular there you go, there they're at it. Hi Moogie, how are you? Good morning. I don't know where you are in the world at the minute. Right, so I'm going to just add a few little gems just as a little decoration. Just 3. Always the power of 3. I'll do a big one. Maybe do a big one as well. Oops. Should be using my take your pick tool, but there. Okay. So that is our card this morning. Little pop-up easel card made with the hand-penned, what am I trying to say? Hand-pen bundle, hand-pen suite. Right, I'll come back to you, because I'm sure the dog barking is annoying. So that's our little card, which was a case of my own card from last night, which was a case of Connie Babbert's card from the Demonstrator Planning Place, which is our little internal demo page. But yeah, that's the new hand pen suite. So I hope you like it. I hope if you're a crafter that you'll give it a try. Super easy. It's just a normal card base, one sheet, and then a little pop-up easily bit in the middle. Pop-up easily bit, that's the technical term, okay? All right, have a great week, and I will see you all again next Monday for another little live event. And Moogie, if you're still watching, Moogie is my friend all the way from Mongolia. Look, I have my little Mongolian hat still here, still pride of place. Hope you saw that. I think you might have gone. I'm not sure he's still on. All right, everybody, have a great week, and I'll see you next week. All right, bye.